Hi everybody, it's Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio, and today we're talking about that it is time to fit exercise into your day. Yes, it had two T's on it. That's because we're talking about the FIT principles today. So do you know that over 40% of Americans are now considered clinically obese? And that's coming from latest data over the last 5 years. So that means that 4 out of every 10 people that you see walking out on the street, at work, at church, they are considered obese. Now, what is obesity? Because it's one of those words that nobody ever wants to say, right? It's the bad word. But nobody really understands it either. Whenever we say the word obese, we kind of get in this picture in our head, kind of like those TV shows and things. But really, if we boil it down to most simplistic form, obesity is where your body has more fat than what you would like and not as much muscle as you'd like. We've gone so far in our obesity rates that now we actually have to give them graded levels, level 1 or grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 obesity levels, and that's just telling us what type of disease risk they are incurring being at the current status composition wise that they are. So it doesn't always have to do with weight. I know a lot of people that look skinny as a rail, but they're actually clinically obese due to the amount of fat that they have and the lack of muscle that they have. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. We can't put this stigma on there of this is what someone who's obese looks like, because people who are unhealthy or not fit can also be obese without being larger in size. So we want to make sure that, first of all, we're not judging a book by its cover, and that we kind of take into effect the idea that it can be other things. Now, what does obesity do? Well, whenever we are above, for women 30% and for men above 25% body fat percentage, so meaning how much fat you have within the body, when you're over those levels, you actually increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. So that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart to be able to help people with, to be able to decrease that risk, help them to improve their longevity of life, enhance the life that they do have, and enhance their wellness, and their energy so that they can live that life to the fullest. So, we've kind of debunked that myth. So what's the first step really? How do we fix this crisis that we're in? Well, we start with that FIT principle. So FIT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. And that's talking about your exercise regimen. So yes, nutrition is a huge part of this, but we're not bringing that into the discussion today. Today we're just talking exercise. And if we look at the FIT principle, frequency, intensity, time, and type, really there's one thing that stands out. So frequency would be how often you exercise, intensity would be how hard you're exercising, time would be the length of time that you are performing that exercise for, and type would be the type of exercise that you are doing. Now, out of all of those, not that they're not all important, because they are, if we were to pick one super important one for our step 1, for our first step to getting started to fighting this epidemic, it would be frequency, wouldn't it? Who cares how intense you can work out if you only do it once a month? Who cares how long you work out for if you only do it twice a month? Who cares what type of exercise you do if you're not getting it done? So frequency is our most important variable when we're first getting started, because we have to set up a consistent frequency over time. So what does that mean? Well, if we're looking for weight loss, fat loss, both of those go in the same category as far as frequency is concerned. So we're looking for 4 to 5 days of focused, true exercise each week. So maybe it's going out for a focused walk. Maybe it's doing a cardio workout. Maybe it's doing a strength training workout, but you are focused on that exercise. It's not just, I'm active during my day, I get up and down a lot, or I carry my kids from room to room, so I'm active. It's a matter of actual focused exercise. Now, that extra activity, it's great. Keep it in there. We want to be sure that we're active during the off times, because just exercising for 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week, it's going to burn calories. It's going to change your body, but not nearly as much as if you add in that what's called NEAT exercise, which is our daily living exercise, walking to the printer, walking for a phone call, going out for a walk in the evening, playing with our kids at the park. There's lots of activity, even going out dancing on the weekends, that is going to burn calories on an extra scale rather than just being your sole source of burning calories. So weight loss, fat loss, we're looking for 4 to 5 focused actual workouts during the week. Health-wise, if you're just trying to maintain health, improve health, then daily light activity is great. having 2 to 3 workouts a weekend that are really focused are great. But if you're looking at getting started and you're feeling overwhelmed, keep it light, keep it easy, but focus on that frequency, focus on how consistent you're going to be, and make that plan ahead of time, just like we talked about before. Schedule it out. So today's Friday. If you're going to schedule it out for Monday, then go ahead and schedule the whole week. In fact, schedule the whole month while you're at it. Put it in your calendar so that way you're not booking things over it, because we all know that for the majority of us, we don't book on a day-to-day basis. We really know what's coming at least in a week, sometimes bi-weekly. Some of us are lucky enough to know about monthly, at least to get a structure of your schedule. You may not know everything that's going to happen in that time, but if your schedule's blank, put in those workouts. Put in that time that you're going to focus on you to start working away from that statistic of the 40% of Americans being overweight and being obese, so that you can not become a part of that statistic, but rather work away from it, become healthier for yourself, for your family, for your friends, to be able to support them in what they're doing while they're supporting you in what you're doing. So I hope you got something great out of that today. Feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188, if you would like help working to lower that obesity rate within yourself or people that you know. Feel free to send them in. Just sit down for a free consultation, see if it's the right fit for you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.